What's going on today, guys, and welcome back to another video. I know I haven't uploaded in a really long time, but I figured I may as well do one now because it feels about that time. I mean, there is no specific time to upload a YouTube video, let's be real, but I felt like doing a YouTube video on F1 2019, and yeah, you joined me on my career mode in F1 2019, of course. Yeah, I mean, I've played so many seasons in this game before, so I just decided to completely restart from season 1, and I chose to drive with Alfa Romeo because I haven't driven with them before, but I do really like the team and I really like the brand, and I thought having Kimi Raikkonen as my teammate would be really cool. But anyway, here we are in qualifying. I had already done a lap before this, which got me into provisional P2. But I figured, you know what, I mean, you may as well go for another lap. When I'm already that high, it just makes sense to go for another one because I really want that pole position. But now if you're wondering why I'm getting a time that fast in this car, it's because this season I've actually been focusing on power development a lot more so than aerodynamic strength or chassis strength. So I mean, I guess it's pretty fitting for this video that I've been focusing on power. But yeah, like I said, that's why we're in such a high position. We're ahead of the Ferraris, but we're gonna see if we can gain a couple tenths. Which, I mean, you can see at the top right that I do. It's pretty much 2 tenths now. Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty difficult to actually gain time on this track because a lot of it is straight and you can't really do anything on the straight. So you have to be very precise and skillful to gain time on this track on your second lap. But here we go, swinging through Parabolica, one of the most iconic corners in Formula 1, and across the line, and it's just only going to be good enough for P2, but that's still pretty impressive for an Alfa Romeo. But unfortunately, our teammate Kimi Raikkonen was far down the grid because of some engine penalties, but that's okay. And now we go to 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix, and away we go. It actually looks like we get a bit of a slow start. Both Mercedes cars are ahead of us, and both Ferrari cars are ahead of us as well, so we jump down to P5, but we'll try to outbrake them a little bit. We cut across the curb a little bit because you can't really go 3 wide into that turn, but we keep Sebastian Vettel at bay, and we'll try to slip behind Leclerc for the slipstream, and we get alongside him. This is absolutely crazy. So now we'll try to keep it alongside Leclerc, and we outbrake him, and we're gonna just cut across him, get in front of him, and back up into P3. Now later on, Charles Leclerc is closing up to me on the back straight just before Parabolica, but he isn't quite close enough to make another move. But that's actually quite smart of him because now he's behind me for the slipstream on the main straight, which pretty much means we're a sitting duck. Like, look at this, he's pulled alongside me. Sebastian Vettel sitting back with his bucket of popcorn, and we're going to see what we can do into this first corner. We outbrake Leclerc, cut across him, and manage to stay in front yet again. So now let's just try push on then. And now cutting later on the same lap yet again. Here comes Sebastian Vettel this time on the back straight. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna go around the outside? Yes, he is. We're gonna keep our foot in and stick around his outside now to his inside, and it's just gonna be a drag race down the straight. Absolutely insane. Here comes Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez in the action now as well. So we're gonna actually have to feather the throttle through here delicately. And we get out in front of them, absolutely finessed them. That was crazy. But it's not over yet because a couple laps later, Sebastian Vettel is back knocking on the door, trying to take me out on the home straight. I've got rich mix enabled and I'm on high mode because I can't really be on overtake mode right now because my system isn't very efficient. So let's see what's going to happen. Sebastian Vettel pulls to our inside, but we're going to try outbrake him. We're going to swing it around the outside, and he's going to run out of track. So we managed to stay in front of him for now. But later, as you can see, we're going to come into the pits for a pretty early stop. But I figured, you know what, since the cars in front of me are busy fighting, I may as well take this opportunity to pit. So hopefully they'll lose time, and then I can gain some time in free air. Now later on to the next lap, we're still in last place, but that makes sense because everyone hasn't pitted yet. But Lance Stroll is out of the session because of an engine failure. So really unfortunate for him, but I guess that just leaves us one car less to worry about. But as you can see on this very next lap, people are coming into the pits, and my question is, where is the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel? There he is. We have enough speed, so we didn't really gain time like I hoped, but we still managed to stay in front of him. But guess what? He's back for more. At the same corner of the back straight, he's going to swing around our outside. We're going to keep our foot in yet again, but he's actually got a really good run this time because he actually utilized some of that outside curve on the exit, and now he's got it in front of us. So we're going to tuck behind him for the slipstream, and we're going to dive it down his inside into Parabolica, outbrake him, and delicately turn in because I didn't want to hit him. And now it's just another drag race down the main straight. But he's got DRS, so he's probably going to be a little faster than me. But we also have to be mindful of the cars coming out of the pits. There's Perez, there's the clerk. This is crazy. Jeez, that was quite close. And we just managed to outbrake Vettel into the first corner. And now much later onto lap 11, we're back up into P3, and guess who's back? Yes, it's Sebastian Vettel, but we're going to give him the inside this time, and we're going to swoop around the outside and swiftly keep that position. But that may have been a mistake because that means now he has the slipstream on me down this back straight. But the clerk looks like he's a bit faster, and he's going to be causing some trouble for Sebastian Vettel. So we managed to survive into Parabolica. But it's not over yet, as the main straight is just ahead of us, so we'll see what happens next. Look at this crazy aerial shot. Charles Leclerc, he's closing up. He pulls over to my right. Sebastian Vettel's closing up as well. He's going to pull over to our left, so we're going to have to try outbrake him. But we can't do that too much because we can't crash into Leclerc, so we're boxed in. We hit the curb. We get a bit of a tank slapper on the rear, so now we've lost both positions to the Ferraris. And we couldn't really get the slipstream off of Vettel because he was so close to me. I immediately had to pull out. But we're going to try do the same with Leclerc now, as you can see. And we're going to try outbrake Vettel into this corner, which we do, and we manage to stay in front of him, thankfully. But now, at the end of lap 12 and the start of the final lap, we've got the slipstream of Leclerc. We've got DRS. We've got rich mix flowing. We shake to the left, go to the right. And it ends up being a slam dunk overtake, but we keep our car in the middle of the road just so Leclerc can't try anything stupid and brave on us. Yeah, we managed to get back in front of him yet again. But now on the back straight, on this final lap, Leclerc is going to try one final move on me to the inside, but he locks up and we crash and we've spun. What are you doing, Leclerc? So we spin it around quickly. There goes the Red Bull of Albon, as you saw. And now our teammate Kimi Raikkonen is going to come past us on the right, which is absolutely insane to think about because he didn't even qualify in the top 10. But now I'm using his slipstream. We're going to pull alongside him, and we're going to dive it down his inside into Parabolica. And we get the move done, so we're just going to accelerate away towards the finish line, hoping he doesn't get enough slipstream, but it doesn't look like he has. So we finish P4. What on earth was that ending?